Friends, romance, wannabes, lend me your ears.
Yan, tama.
Yan
Joke lang,
tayo
Bring
guys.
eh.
some
Joke lang.
value. Bring some
Joke
value.
lang. Welcome to another episode of the Quiver Podcast. I'm Brian, joined today by Willie. Say hi.
Oh, I'm back.
Welcome
I'm
back,
back.
Willie.
Oh, I'm back from medyo yun sa mga naghahanap sa akin. Nag-tour lang ako. Galing from south to north. Oh, galing ako Cavite tapos naisip ko daan nga ako ng Tarlac.
May pinuntahan ka ba? May nag-aabang ng away eh, pero kailangan mo daw
Oo nga eh. Narinig ko lang isang araw sa Facebook eh. Nandun daw sa Tarlac si Mr. Supranational.
Di na tumigil kakatawa eh, no?
Ilang beses ko na nire-replay yun eh. Sabi ko, buisit.
1 hour yung episode natin, tawa lang. Laugh track. Sorry,
Gino.
Wala kayo rito
That's the content, yung tawa lang.
Tatawa lang kami. And of course, joining Willie and myself is Vic. Ayan.
Hello.
Yung hinahanap ni Willie, katunog ng pangalan ni Vic. Hanapin niyo na lang kung sino yun.
Oo, alam niyo na kung sino yun.
sabi nga ng isang sikat na tao sa Facebook, waiting for redacted kung sino man yun. Anyway, ang dami nangyari in the past week. And of course, when you're listening to this, it's a Monday. So, thank you for spending time with us here in our show. Of course, we're going to talk about LaSalle sporting events, mainly the UAAP. Siyempre, mas may pake tayo sa UAAP kaysa sa mga non-UAAP competitions natin. Pero siyempre, di rin naman natin may iwasan yung non-UAAP, di ba? I mean,
that's the tournament eh. That's the tournament, UAAP.
Hindi na nga tayo nagpapapansin. Pinapansin nila tayo. Living rent-free tayo eh.
Ayos talaga, no? Gotta love it. So yes, we will talk about first LaSalle's 3-set win over Ateneo. Ayan, wala na yung 4 sets na papa-frame daw ng ibang Ateneo fans ng first round. Of course, gusto ko lang i-reference yung yung mga uso ng 2017 because it's an 18-game winning streak now by the Lady Spikers in the UAP against the Ateneo Blue Eagles. And noong 2017,
isihin ko lang, Bri, we're not complaining about it.
Wala talaga. It can be 19, 20, 21.
It's as it should be.
Dapat. Ang overall record nga is nasa 50 plus eh. And then 14 yung Ateneo. So, isipin mo for all of that rivalry involved, diba? I think it's the record that speaks itself. Anyway, yung mga uso ng 2017, yung probinsyano, parang pasikat pa lang nung time na.
Start pa lang ba?
Oo. So isipin mo yung probinsyano, 1 year pa lang nun. Well, tapos na. So ibig sabihin, kung gusto i-reminisce ng mga tenista yung huling panalo nila sa Lasal, yun pa yung mga uso nun. Tapos, tawag dito yung Mobile Legends, hindi pa uso masyado. Ngayon, big deal na siya.
Talaga?
Tapos pag nakinig ka ng kasi parang 2018, 2019, na-accelerate siya ng pandemic talaga nag-boom. Tapos sa music, pag sa radyo, nagbukas ka ng radyo, parang walang 1 hour na hindi mo naririnig yung Despacito. Yun yung sikat nun eh.
Despacito.
Diba? Saka yung yung kay Ed Sheeran, Shape of You. Tapos, yung mga milk tea, saka yung mga samgyupsal, di pa ganyan kadami tulad ngayon. Ngayon, parang halos lahat ng pupuntahan mong lugar,
meron na.
Parang 7-Eleven na lang din eh.
Oo, ganyan. Saka noong 2017, kaka-recruit pa lang ni sa kabila.
Doon pa lang nag-i-start eh. Doon pa lang nagsisimula magbuo ng mga pundasyon.
Kaya nga, ang dami nang nangyari. Yun lang yung point namin.
Ang pinaka notable diyan, yung maliwanag. Yun yung pinaka notable na recruit, yung maliwanag. Diba?
Akweti. Ayan. So, of course, now let's focus on the game. Among the three of us, si Willie yung nandun sa PhilOil Eco Oil Center. Ayan, throwback ulit. Kasi di ba dyan naman yung volleyball before it got really big. And kudos to Lasal, of course, for being that pillar in volleyball. Kahit sinong nagiging challenger sa iba-ibang teams, Lasal is a name that is constant. And kahit nung PhilOil days pa lang, dami ng Lasal fans na nanonood. I think also in that Saturday game, really, you were there. How was the Lasal crowd and how was it watching the Lady Spikers in its OG venue?
Ano talaga, nung pumunta ako ng PhilOil Cent, no, ng PhilOil Arena, parang hindi ako pumunta para manood ng game eh. Para lumabas ako
Yan.
Saturday.
Para lang may
Para
pagkwentuhan
Saturday
no?
lunch out lang eh. Oo nga eh.
Ayun.
Parang yung first 2 sets, nag-uusap lang kami ni Sir Skipper eh. Tapos nakita ko lang din sa bandang dulo, nakita ko din ng ating Sir Edwin. Nagkukwento na lang sila ni Rico Hison doon. Hindi na nanonood ng game.
Dapat pala doon na tayo nag-record ng show, no? Live.
Oh, yun na.
Nag-live na lang tayo. Tapos bigla na lang napaisip ako, may nanonood ba na Atenista dito? Biglang pagtingin ko, yung Bubble. Yung Bubble lang.
Shout out sa Bubble, kahit kalaban natin sila, loyal sila. So, I mean, pag sila na lang nanonood, you know it's a good time to watch Lasal Ateneo games.
It's a very good time.
Tama.
Parang yung last season lang yun ng men's basketball, diba? Naalala niyo.
Correct. Yung second round sa MOA.
Yung sa MOA.
Ayan, so it's nice always to watch Lasal Ateneo games. Nakakanood din tayo niyan kahit wala masyadong tao, especially in some sports like baseball and football. But ang weird na pag-volleyball, it has been quite a long time since Ateneo has not reached the same heights as Lasal. Let's see how their program will develop, of course, and good luck to them as they defend 7th place against UE next week. Let's see kung
Pero ano yun?
set ba ang heaven o 8.
Not that we're complaining, Not that we're complaining where they currently are. Where their program currently is. We're not complaining.
Actually, wala tayong pakialam kung ano nila eh.
Yeah,
kung asan man sila or kung ano mang itsura nila right now.
Ayan. So, on a more serious note, of course, Vic, ikaw na tatanungin ko dito. So, para mabalance yung observation ni Willie. Ano yung mga na-observe mo from this epic rivalry game between Lasal and
Epic practice match.
On a serious note, ano talaga siya? There's a in football terms, Brian, di ba? We use the term gulf in class between the quality of the two teams. Let's not kid ourselves here. Malayo talaga ang quality of DLSU and Ateneo's women's volleyball teams at the moment. That's why it's really evident on the set scores. And overall, yun nga, if you've seen the game or the match, wala eh. To sum it up, really, we just stamp our class over Ateneo. On a side note, siguro, more than us. Kasi sa atin, it's more, ang storyline na natin really is to, ako, personally, palagi ko ito binabanggit sa inyo eh. I would really want a sweep right now. Kasi nga, NU last game natin and I don't want losing last matches of elimination round heading into the playoff. So, ako talaga ngayon, in as much as I want to lose sana kahit isang match lang just to take away that unbeaten pressure. But since NU yung huling kalaban natin, we have no choice really but to go for that sweep already. But going into that game, I think we had good first balls. Yun yung ano sa atin on that really kept us going. Nakaka-receive, so better passes as what we've observed in volleyball. If you can put one good, even the coaches during the timeouts, if you're listening, one good pass. Yun yung lagi nilang common coaches reminder siya eh. And that's what happened nung match natin. those good passes were really relevant in terms of our attack production on that match. And I think dahil din doon, for me, more than the hitters, I think yung activity ng middles, it really allows our wing spikers to really deliver since ang active nung middles natin. Um, if you have quality middles, you really need to activate them kasi parang ano yan eh. And if we put it on basketball parlance, you need to really have your, ako personally, you really need to have that inside out game in basketball. I think similar here in volleyball, kailangan yung ano mo middles mo active sila lagi. And ang ano kasi niyan, ang after effect niyan is that yung blockers ng kalaban mo, you make them honest. So they need to play honest defense for you, and since doon sa match against Ateneo nakapag-produce din tong blockers natin, um, that really resulted that wide gap sa set scores natin. And I think overall yung ano nga natin, defense really was the key. Nakaka-dig, nakaka-receive, and ang effect, nakaka-attack tayo ng maayos. And going to Ateneo naman na they're really walang blocker. So, every time nakaka-receive, nakaka-dig, we can really do whatever we want. Once na naitaas na ni Nunag yung bola, wala na eh. Kasi there's really not that much resistance sa side ni Ateneo. As seen with yung blocking figures in that match, sobrang layo din. It's sobrang layo ng gap in favor sa atin. But nga, overall, sorry medyo pangit yung term, but if you're into sports for that long, wala talagang materyales sa Ateneo, sorry to say. They really need if they really want to compete, make themselves relevant, they need to really get good and better players to address that. Kasi yun, ako personally, yun yung ano ko dyan eh. Wala silang go-to scorer. They don't have that quality or height, ceiling pagdating sa blocking. So yun talaga, that was we want to put it as politically correct as possible na mukhang hindi tayo ng lalait, but it is what it is. Ang layo ng quality ng team natin compared to Ateneo. That's why you see those kinds of set scores. But I guess yun yung ano doon. Those were the medyo serious talking points that we can bring dun sa pagkakapanalo natin for our 12th win in the elimination round for this season.
Yeah, good point there. And ano talaga, yun nga, we try not to be very analytical of this game kasi there's really not much to analyze with what
Yes.
already Vic said eh. Parang, alam mo yun, you want to be smart about talking about this game, but at the same time, yun talaga yun eh. As in, siguro, it's a
Bitaw talaga
game
siya
that, at saka it's a game that Lasal will have so much to lose, diba yun nga? Kaya medyo marami pa tayo na pag-usapan nung first round kasi umabot ng 4 sets eh. And I think one of the things, the reason why hindi tayo umabot ng 4 sets in this match is that we were almost perfect. 7 points lang na
Oo,
Ateneo came from our errors. And
diba?
in the first set, there was only one error.
Yes, one error lang kaya alam mo yun, if you watch kaya ano eh, kasi to our to listeners, it's only really that got to watch the match live in Philoil. 'Di ba parang you cannot blame the atmosphere na binanggit ni Willie kanina yung kwento niya kaya I mean we don't want to sound mayabang or what, 'di ba? Pero wala eh. That's the output that you see. So talagang yun yung maging reaction ng tao during the match. But then it's still an important win kasi parang ano, 'di ba? It's a ano pa rin eh. Kumbaga for us, regardless how strong or weak your lineup is, laban ka dyan. It's a ano ba, the rivalry game eh. So you don't want to lose pa rin. Andun pa rin yung mindset na yon na it's against Ateneo, so you have to beat them. Regardless how strong or weak your that lineup is, kasi at the end of the day kailangan mo pa rin irespeto yung kalaban mo eh. And even if to a point that we're having that much challenge on what to talk about, kasi nga siya very clinical routine win for the women's volleyball team natin, but still that was the output of us giving respect to Ateneo, na if medyo banjing tayo, we're not on our proper element, we could still lose that match. Yun yung that's one thing that we need to remind our listeners, na it's so good, the win was so good and so nice, pero the team had to work hard pa rin for it. Kasi it may look easy on the scores, but the team had to work hard for it. Kasi nga, you cannot, I don't think we'll get those set scores na banjing yung, kumbaga yung tipong hindi siya tinrabaho ng team. If they didn't work hard for it, I don't think we'll have those set scores, and worse, we could have absorbed our first loss of the season.
Yeah, maganda to kasi nire-remind din ni Coach Noel every after press conference he's involved na, alam mo yun, never be complacent, that's what they instill in the team, and that they should treat everyone with respect. Kasi if they don't, it's not just the opponents they're disrespecting but the game and themselves. I mean, yun, medyo common principle naman yun sa lahat ng sport, di ba? Parang you have to play the game the way you know how, and bahala na kung paano mag-respond yung kalaban mo kasi you control what you can. But maybe there is this school of thought lang na naisip ko. This hasn't come online. Maybe ito lang yung speculation ko or playing the devil's advocate, so to speak. Medyo may dissatisfaction ba na hindi naka-rotate ng players, or is this more of the first six being sharpened? Kasi si Vida lang yung nakakuha ng opportunity from the bench players, and maybe that's a response to how LaSalle performed against FEU, where I think 2 or 3 players were shuffled in that five-setter duel against FEU. And Ateneo, parang when there was an option to do that, the coaching staff held back except for that Carinal cameo towards the end.
Yeah.
How do you think of that, Vic? Tingin mo, is that's okay, or are you in the school of thought na, oh, we could have lent more time to the others? Anong assessment mo dun?
Kasi last two, we have Ateneo and UE going to NU. So, ilang laban na lang yan eh. So, I think wala namang masama kung hahasain mo na yung mga regular players mo eh. And to think na we are already entering playoffs. So, you really need to sharpen yung mga players that you really rely on. Yung talagang yung normal rotation mo, that's what you will use already kasi you're entering that phase na. Kumbaga, I wouldn't mind na that's what happened. Kasi nga, last two matches of last three, including yung match against Ateneo, last 3 matches mo na lang sa elims eh. So, best time to sharpen everybody so that NU sharp, and chances are if we get a sweep, may rin yan, Bray eh. May gap time pa rin yan. Even if yung number 2 team wala nang twice to beat advantage right now, no? Tinanggal na. So, you still need to consider that gap time. So, sa akin, okay lang talaga na nakababad yung starters kasi after this, UE and then NU, and then kung mag-sweep ka, pahinga ka. So, well, hindi naman pahinga. We all know malamang may mga tune-ups yan with the PVL club siguro. But, yun nga, you just need to really stay sharp to compensate whatever will happen after the season. Especially nga, you're facing NU, then after that, if we sweep, may rest time ka din. So, sa akin, okay lang.
Yeah. So let's focus in on that Final Four race. Of course, we still don't know if it's going to be the traditional Final Four, or if it's going to be the stepladder Final Four.
Step ladder.
We will find out. First, on April 15, of course, let's give you a chance. Who knows? Ball is round, di ba? Malay mo,
Oo
you
naman.
can bring a surprise. And then if LaSalle gets over that hurdle, it's NU. Perhaps what people would think is the bigger threat between the two. And siguro tatanungin ko na kayo, who will join LaSalle and NU who formalize their entry, of course, following the results this weekend. They are the number 2 team so far with a chance to secure that should USP lose or they win. Parang ganun. Or basta one of those teams tied at 7-5. Kasi tatlo ulit sila, dikit ulit sila. FEU, Adamson, and UST. So that's the picture right now. Siguro dahil matagal na siya di nagsasalita si Willie muna kong tatanungin. Sino yung tingin mo unang sasama sa LaSalle and NU doon sa tatlong natitirang team? Well, mali mo, UP is, I'm not sure if there's still baka 0.01% na lang. Pero sige, sama mo na yung team ng hinahanap mo kanina. So sino sa tingin mo yung sasali sa LaSalle and NU in the Final Four? Let's just put in our options there.
Pwede ba diretso ko na? Feeling ko UST na talaga wala na.
Oh, sige. Okay lang.
Nakakamiss na rin eh. Kasi ano yun, ang tahimik ng isang suki natin eh. Nakakamiss na eh. Matagal nang hindi lumalabas ang notifications ko eh, yung mga hirit niya eh. Kaya sana ano yun.
Ibang pusa yung maingay sa notifications mo ngayon, Willie.
Ay.
Hindi yung
Safer
tigre.
tayo,
yung leon. Hindi, yung leon. Yung leon yung maingay. Hindi yung
Willie
tigre.
si Willie naman anong po.
Clarify niyo naman.
Willie,
mahilig naman talaga kasi ako sa pusa eh.
Oo, yan. Ano eh. Cat magnet ka eh.
Oh, cat magnet ako eh.
So, hindi mo sasama ang UST. How about you, Vic?
Ako so far by virtue of tama? We are picking who will join LaSalle and NU na, di ba? Tama?
LaSalle and NU, yes.
Ako, I'm picking FEU and Adamson too. By virtue of Adamson beating UST straight sets. Ako yun lang. Yun yung basis ko. That's the sobrang crucial nun eh. Yun nga, since Adamson beat UST in straight sets, first round, second round of elims, I think I'm not really sure sa form ni UST towards this patapos na part ng elimination round. So that's the only reason I'm picking Adamson along with FEU to enter the Final Four.
Yeah, maganda yung point mo about form kasi sa akin, I'm going to say I'm going to be kind to UST. Although kasi NU yung last game nila eh. So yan yung clincher if they can beat NU. Interestingly, ang sequence ng remaining games nila is Adamson will have UP and FEU. So maganda rin yung narrative dun with FEU and Adamson beating towards the end. And then FEU will have Ateneo and Adamson. So I mean, some casuals might list that as an FEU win at least. And if they go 2-0, they bolster their chance for that Final Four. Kasi 9 wins yan, diba? I mean, I don't see you getting eliminated at 9 wins. UP is formally eliminated, but they can be spoilers to UST because UST will have UP and then NU. So I would say ang pinakamabigat nga dito on paper is UST's fixture list the last 2 games kasi UP,
correct.
UP even if eliminated, diba? I mean, syempre they'd like to prove that they can influence the race, and then NU is always going to be difficult for UST. So yeah, chances are looking bleak for UST, but we've seen, I mean, I'm not gonna discount UST has always been that team for me outside of basketball pagdating sa LaSalle. So I'm going to say UST and maybe the winner of Adamson FEU. Kasi parang magandang story din yun na paglabanan nila yung Final Four entry. But there is this likelihood na baka magtabla rin for fourth eh. And that leads to a playoff, of course. So kung step ladder man siya, it's an extra step ladder pa. And ano na yun, parang more masaya dyan yung mga producers, mga commercials, Cetaphil. Dadami yung games, so dadami yung mabibigyan ng Cetaphil. Or
Tama.
at least, ano yung bago yung sa courtside, yung sunset. Yan.
Yan, chance of.
Airtime din yan, airtime. So, ayan, kayo rin sa comments if you have any... I mean, di tayo namimili ng kalaban eh. It's more of out of the interest in the UAAP. Kasi diba, like the LaSalle fans, we are also fans of the league by extension kasi it's the competition we are in. We're fans of the UAAP, not necessarily fans of other leagues. Bakit? Malay mo may fans natin sa UCAL, di ba?
Tama.
Gusto na natin si EU.
Yukal.
Nandun na si Momo eh.
Yes.
Alam, team natin. Hindi, joke lang. Of course, before we end the volleyball side of this episode, we're also having to spare a moment for the Green Spikers. Not yet eliminated, but a win away by Ateneo or a loss by the Green Spikers in their next game will spell elimination. LaSalle will face UE 9 a.m. sa QPAV on Wednesday. And if they win that, they put pressure on Ateneo. Reflecting on their weekend encounter with Ateneo, it was a closely fought game kahit 3 sets because those are 3 close sets. And I think it's heartbreaking for the Green Spike, especially in set 2.
Oh. Yes.
When they did that, they weren't beaten. But of course, you put yourself in a difficult position already 2 sets down against a team as determined as you to make the Final Four. Kasi remember, the past 2 seasons, it was us getting their number in the Final Four. But it's looking like the other way around this time. Siguro before we closed out the volleyball, Vic, any thoughts on... Ito na ba yung summary ng volleyball team natin na competent but somewhat not yet there? What are you making something out of this?
Mahirap eh. Parang they can really just use their etong pa to remaining matches kasi it's really difficult na umasa pa to I mean, although yes, we will still fight for it, but just to maximize really whatever we need to see to use as a springboard for next season, since I think intact pa rin naman yata yung team. I'm not too sure who's leaving kasi parang almost karamihan sa kanila bago din lahat eh.
Mm-hmm.
So I think they can just use tong I think UE is it's a winnable game. NU we beat in the first round, hoping that we can get a double. So and then bahala na kung anong whatever happens on the other results. But tama naman Bri. Ano pa to, mathematically they're still not out, or really they're out?
Still not out, but chances are looking slim nga kasi Ateneo's next 2 games are UE and then FEU. So medyo tight spot ka. Kumbaga, you're hoping to beat UE, but at the same time, you wish UE luck so that they can beat Ateneo and then hope the stars align for the second time. So LaSalle is twice to win and Ateneo is twice to beat, but against different opponents. And
Yes.
yeah, out of their hands na. Yun nga, I like what I asked earlier, and mukhang ganun nga eh. Mukhang this game is that perfect summary of LaSalle season sa men's volleyball. Kayang sumabay, but falling
But
short
still,
when
I
it
think yung
matters to...
pagkabago ng team, medyo bago yung team eh. Tsaka, yun nga, bago and bata. So, there's still a lot of things to learn. And I think ito, yung
raw
pre-season
talent,
nila yung pre-season nila the next year, I think they can really use that to really either one, recruit other players na pwedeng kasi first iteration to eh. I think there's still, if Coach Jose will be able to recruit some other key pieces in place, I think along with the improvement nitong team na to ngayon, I think it will really pave way for a better season 90, tama ba? Or
89.
89, sorry.
Pa lang. Yeah.
So they for a better season 89 for the men's volleyball team.
Yeah. All right, there we go. So season 89 preparation for men's volleyball will not yet start because they're not yet eliminated. But for
Oo
our
naman.
Greek torchers, it's already it's already underway. And of course, one of the results of the weekend was that the UAP champions lost to San Beda, 76-77 in the NSAC preseason tournament. We must emphasize that. Congratulations to our
Pre-season.
Bedan friends for winning we won at home against the Green Archers Trophy. Go celebrate it. Maraming bukas na inuman dyan sa Menjola. Have fun, guys. Drink responsibly. And, syempre, there are
Lagyan nyo
some
naman ng
takeaways, of
aircon yung
course.
stadium.
Ayun. Kasi ang init eh. Nakita ko may mga naka-Jisoo Life and all that. It's 200 yung bayad, no, Vic? Parang 2 litro na ng gasoline yun.
Really? No, nakakalungkot yan. They are charging. Tama, di ba? Merong charge yung tickets kanina, if
As
I'm
far
not
as I know,
mistaken.
yes. Kasi
Meron,
kaya ako
oo.
din
Di ba?
pumunta.
And then you see fans using their yung mga portable fans. So parang nakakalungkot naman na you're charging something and yet mainit. Hindi hindi comfortable yung venues. So I think it's on the organizers, no. So I hope they can do better on that aspect kasi yun nga parang it's medyo masakit yun na you're charging and yet hindi naman aircon uh, yung venue. So yun yung doon sa that's one thing about it.
Yeah, siguro sinadya yun ng San Pedro kasi hindi sanay yung players natin sa mainit. But on a more serious note, of course, preseason tournaments, we didn't even celebrate that. Ano to? Yung tournament in Mindanao, hindi yung Zamboanga, yung the previous one sa
Si ano
Loreto. Yeah.
si ano ba to, tama si ano pa to, the one that we won
Agusan.
against Steve. Yeah, from
Uh,
the Agusan. Yep.
Yeah, so I mean, hindi naman sa ayaw namin i-celebrate yun dahil di nanalo Lasal. Pero parang alam mo yun, preseason is all about preparation. I remember Coach Oliver when he was a guest on the show, di ba? Sabi niya, yung mga preseason, ang dami talagang sinusubukan dyan, fina-fine-tune dyan. So, ako ang overall stance ko lang when it comes to these games is that, yeah, I mean, of course, the player should want to win. Pero parang, it's not the end of the world if you don't win. Kasi, mali mo mas seryoso yung kalaban mo kaysa sa'yo. Or baka may hinahanap sila na baka may hinahanap tayo
Alam
na
mo
nakapala
bakit
ngayon,
seryoso
hindi na
sila?
nakapala sa susunod. Mga
Alam mo
ganong bagay.
bakit seryoso sila?
Malay mo may
Kasi dyan lang sila Kasi dyan lang sila makakatalo ng UAAP team eh.
Bagay. Yun nga, kaya nga kailangan nila i-celebrate yung panalo nila sa Lasal. Yun yung championship nila eh. Kasi kung nanalo tayo sa Beda, wala. As in, I mean, ano ba ang timbang nito coming into September, di ba? Parang, even Philoil, I think if you win, I mean, it's nice, pero parang, it's more of, you really look for a lot of things and a lot of combinations. I think, ang gusto lang siguro natin i-nitpick is one of the things that Vic highlighted in our GC earlier is that we look lost whenever we have a small ball lineup. Vic, what, any more
Yeah, kasi
points
I think
to
kanina that's
elaborate
when
there?
the lead dwindled down eh. When I think si Pabs wala pa yata parang if you
Galing Japan ata eh. So
oo
medyo
eh.
Ay, Korea pala, sorry.
Galing Korea. Medyo
Galing Korea. Oo.
baka may hangover. I think dun sa mga nakanood ng live, I think mas nila to, kita nila at the same time sa YouTube or other SOCMED accounts ni Asia Basket. I think that's one thing that I noticed, parang hindi pa on tip-top shape si Pabs. So I think nung medyo pagod na talaga siya nung fourth quarter. I think when we played one center and nag small ball na rin tayo, I think that's when we had our struggles then. And yung ating lamang was slowly got cut by San Beda. So ako yun yung lang doon. Because I think we only had 3 bigs kanina, 7 Seven, Mason, and Pabs. I think, if I'm not mistaken, sila lang yung bigs kanina din eh. So,
Yeah,
yun.
kulang yung payment kasi wala si Mo.
Yes.
one of our persons in the IL as alongside sino to? Si
Si si
Boris.
Henry. Si
Yeah,
Boris.
exactly.
And
So
si Daip. Si Daip was also in street clothes kanina ulit. So, yun. I think that's siguro yun yung key takeaway sa akin na kanina doon na it's a struggle for our bigs. Well, hindi naman struggle, but struggle in a way na we're trying to navigate playing with those na ang available mo na bigs kanina ta- uh, tatatlo lang. So I think that's one of the learning experiences din kanina na how
mhm.
do we adapt if we're play small ball, 'di ba? Kasi
Kailangan
I
siguro
think I think most of the time naman kanina naka two bigs tayo. I think it just mattered nung fourth quarter si Pabs pagod na. So we had to play Pato Mason in the center spot, which is really not an easy thing to do, especially with bigger. I think mas with those front line players ni San Beda, sila Hawkins, I think Etule, yung Torpulas and those guys, parang medyo ano pa rin, medyo challenging pa rin. And at this part of the season na medyo we're still trying to get our groove back. So medyo ano pa rin siya. It's really a challenge pa rin. So, but overall it was a good win. I mean, it was a good game, but yun nga, we have to look forward to our next games kasi nga, ano lang siya, single round eliminations and then playoffs na siya ulit. So,
yeah,
just look forward to the next game. Similar to the tournament in um, Agusan, where after dropping that game to UP, we were able to recover just in time. Pagkadating
yeah. Siguro
pagkadating ng finals.
siguro medyo malayo man sa campus, baka kailangan lang nila ng post-game dinner sa Yellow Cab Burgos Circle.
Nakalan,
So,
nakalan?
sure, yung team, baka kailangan nila mag-dinner sa Yellow Cab Burgos Circle branch sa BGC.
Yeah.
Shore up their ideas kung anong kulang, no? Dun sa Yellow Cab Burgos
Hindi ka pa
Circle.
makaka-dinner kasi may 3x3 pa yata eh. Hindi ka pa
Oo nga.
makaka-dinner. Meron man 3x3.
Oo, ayan. So,
After ng 3x3, pwede ka na kumain yan.
tagal pa? Tagal pa ng 3x3, may pa?
Uy,
Tagal pa ng
lapit
dinner
na
na
yun. May na eh. Ano na, kalahati na ng April this week eh. Malapit na. Lapit na yan.
Oo nga, pero matagal na dinner yun.
Oo, tagal-tagal na dinner.
Fasting muna sila, IF. So the next games would be the third game of this 4-game days. By 4-game days as in quadruple header games. So we are slated on the third game of each, the 18th and the 19th. 18th against Adamson and 19th, 18th against Adamson, 19th against Mapua. Sa Blue Eagle Gym, malapit na kay Willie. So if Willie makes an appearance there, say hi. Hindi naman nang-get si Willie.
Hindi nakakagat too hard.
Ayan, so a lot of sports ongoing, of course. LaSalle also finished second in the women's blitz chess and third place in the men's blitz chess of the UAP. Of course, LaSalle is guaranteed of at least a silver medal finish in the baseball tournament. And
final starts on Tuesday against NU. So NU is the
third trilogy to na 2-0 yung NU.
NU is medyo battle Yamado team, but we'll see what we can do, and we're hoping to reverse the tide, hopefully, and get another championship in baseball.
Yeah, buzzer beater comment ko lang is 5 points yung kay Mason, so panalo tayo dapat doon. So,
kung PBA yun, overtime tayo. Kung PBA yan. Kaya lang,
swerte nila hindi nahawa yung FIBA.
Swerte sila, hindi tayo PBA rules. Kundi,
swerte nila hindi FIBA president si Willie Marcia. Yung si Willie Marcia, siguro
tama.
yung maging
Yung ganun
FIFA
kalayo,
Kung siya
69 points ka agad
kung siya
yan.
yung commissioner, hindi. Kung siya yung namamahala sa Asia Basket, may 4-point line tayo. Sayang.
Jai Reyes, baka naman.
Baka naman.
Alright, so of course we'll keep you up to date with a lot of the Sol Sports happenings, whether it be in the UAAP or on non-UAAP. Of course, with the basketball preseason in full swing, we'll squeeze it in whenever we get the chance. Of course, our main priority remains to be the UAAP. And of course, that's all the time we have for this week. And I would know that because of Ibarra watches. When you buy this Ibarra Trofeo Quiver Dial edition sa DLSAA office, you help the DLSAA Athletic Scholarship Fund provide funds for our Lasallian student athletes, of course. So, ganda na ng watch mo. Then, nakatulong pa yung pinambili mo ng watch. So, and check them out in their socials and at the DLSAA office for that special watch. So that's all for us. Thanks everyone for watching. Almost 40 minutes. It's been a long time. We had to go deep this time kasi may non-UAAP. May sumingit eh. Kung wala yan, ang iksi lang siguro kasi yung Ateneo game.
Okay
wala.
lang yan.
Nag-overanalyze
We
na si
enjoyed
Vic eh. As in, naghanap na si Vic ng ng...
Ibang anggulo. Nagharap na lang tayo ng ibang anggulo kasi ang hirap talaga eh. Wala ka.
Mas matagal yung nag-iisip ko ano pa pwede pag-usapan.
Kasi yung mismo nasa venue ka, di na ka nanood eh. Paano pa kaya tayo?
Abangan mo na lang yung alma mater him, no? Parang,
ay, ano na pala, tapos na pala, kakanta na tayong alma mater. Parang gano'n na eh.
Ayan. So, hopefully, the next game is like that. But, of course, we'll find out kung ganun man. Against UE, doubleheader men's 9 a.m., 11 a.m., or whenever the men's finish yung women. So, stay tuned for that. Ayan. So, on behalf of Vic, Willie, this is Brian. Thank you to everyone. As you always say, guys,
Animo Lasal.